Hello, and welcome to the Dahlia World Gardens presentation of Seattle at Dawn, a Mage the Ascension chronicle. I am our storyteller, Tim Dahlia. Thank you for joining us. If you like our show and you want more, you can catch all of our magical shenanigans on our YouTube playlist. And while you're here, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Now on to Mage the Ascension. Magic, it has been said, is a double-bladed instrument. That fine, metaphysical scalpel reshapes reality to a mage's desires, but it cuts the hand that wields it too. Paradox is the cost of doing business with reality, the scourge of awakened vanity that reminds each mage of his true place in creation. Poetry aside, Paradox limits a mage's ability to work her will without consequences. Story-wise, it smacks a proud magus off her throne in various unpleasant ways. Burns, prisons, manifestations, entities, and worse. Game-wise, Paradox forces each player to be subtle and imaginative. Vulgar magic is a sure road to the Paradox effect, and although coincidence can earn a backlash too, your mage is better off playing things safe, or as safe as things can get in this world of darkness. And now, we continue our story with a trio of doxed mages played by the ABCs of my life. First up is A for Alix.
Hello! My name is Alix. I use they, them pronouns. I am playing Jezebel Spinner, who has a healthy dose of paradox and is not a fan. But you know, you do what you gotta do to survive. So, yeah.
Excellent. And the B for Billie.
Hey, I'm Billie. I use she, her, they, them pronouns. I played Charlie Newell. Yeah, he's got a little bit of paradox. It's bad, but it's not like derangement bad yet. Luckily, he's got Cal to help with that,
Yeah.
but
No slipping into quiet just yet. No, none of that.
not
Maybe.
quite there. Just growing mushrooms out of my head.
I mean, yeah, growing mushrooms out of your
It's
head
not
is
unusual
probably
anymore, though.
Yeah, we'll get back into that in a moment. And finalizing the ABCs is Cindy.
Hi, C for Cindy. I use she, her pronouns. And I am playing Inea Blackwell, who also has her fair share of paradox. Then she's flirting with some stuff that she's not very happy about right now. Thank you, Paradox.
A little bit of paradox, a little bit of, spiritual shenanigans. Yeah. Well. For the three of you, it is the morning of Wednesday, December 22nd, 2021. The Night Hunters have returned to the Vashon Island Unity Commune after a successful rebuke against the Owlwalkers and cancel, but not without consequences. Several members of the spirit-ridden Homeguard Solution lost their lives in the scuffle, and the Cabal itself has been cursed with mental afflictions. It also wasn't a quiet evening. Sleepers and city cameras were witnesses to the magical confrontation. Outside, the sun has risen. Exhausted, none of you are quick to your feet. In the morning hours, what are your plans?
So, I kind of want to make like a healing coffee for Nay.
Okay.
Because, like, I have this thing that it imbues food with like, it makes you have like a specific thought, but I want to see if I can do that in such a fashion that it sort of heals her mind a little. I don't know if it'll be like amnesia triple shot level, but you know, or quadruple shot, sorry.
Yeah, she does quad shots.
You could certainly try. I would say first you need to address some of your own ills. For you are 100% absolutely wrecked. You are exhausted. You are in pain. Your brain is on fire. Joy, and 2 doses of it, is not
Rough night.
is not pleasant in the after effects. So,
Well, I suppose first things first, a shower and some meditation would do wonderful.
okay. You're still of the group. I would say the earliest to rise in most cases. I think probably Charlie is the one who's the most awake in the mornings.
Jezzy sleeps late,
Yeah.
or as late as she can.
I would imagine out of the 3 of you that makes sense. But you wake up, you get up, and you've got your own. You're in a different house entirely, so you have no real issues getting up. Your adoptive parents, your aunt and uncle, are glad to see you. They don't see you as often as they'd like. They, kind of exchange some normal pleasantries with you, but you focused on, I need a shower.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Or maybe a bath. Do we have Epsom salts or something? Maybe some Tylenol.
I'm sure you do.
Advil.
Yes, I'm certain you
Hangover
have.
from hell here.
Right. Maybe some Excedrin. It might be that serious.
Yeah, might be time for
It's
that.
something, yeah.
Yeah. So you spend as pleasant a time as you can preparing for the day before heading over to Aunt Mabel's, where she is housing 3 guests.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Frosty.
So while you're getting ready, what is Inea and Charlie up to?
When Charlie gets up, I'm gonna go for a walk and just basically get out into the woods around the area and cast a circle and sit down and connect to the network and
Okay.
recenter, meditate.
Understood. So, bedroom you have is upstairs. You managed to eject yourself from the bedroom without disturbing Inea too much. She's had a rough night. She's gotten up a few times to wash her hands. And you head downstairs, and as you're about to head out, you do hear in the kitchen Mabel and Frosty talking, and you can smell the scent of pastries being cooked.
Yeah, I'm gonna wander in and check it out. Say hi.
Okay. As you start heading towards the kitchen, you hear Mabel go, "No, wait. Turn that one up. Turn that up." And the speaker that she has on the counter, the volume goes up, and you see Frosty kind of hitting his phone, and Billy Idol's Rebel Yell goes up even more, and Aunt Mabel is just digging it as she like moves trays over and starts grooving in the kitchen. She's feeling the vibe of Billie Idol. And this was her jam when she was younger.
What a goddamn icon. Like, honestly.
Dig it. She wants more.
Yes. Period, Aunt Mabel.
And
Ooh.
Frosty's like, yeah, you're right. This is a fucking dope song. Shit, man, I can't believe I don't listen to it more. And he's just kind of playing on his phone a bit.
Oh, I second that notion. Morning, everybody.
Oh, what up, dude? What? How you doing?
Doing all right. You know, just woke up. Gonna go for a walk.
Oh, that's cool. Cool.
Oh, the smells amazing in here.
God, yeah. Don't you agree? Oh my God, I can't. I don't think I've had a good croissant in like ages, and I like live in Seattle.
Yeah, you must not get out much because there's some really good croissants around. I don't even get into town much, and I know that.
Yeah. See, well, you know, I'm a busy guy.
Lately, I can relate to that.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of busy, I'll talk to you guys later. As I get more info, and obviously, I don't want to say, too many things multiple times. It's annoying.
Hey.
But enjoy your walk. Hey Mabel, how you doing? She's like, oh, it's fine. Don't forget, take one of these, and she hands you a croissant, like for the road.
Ooh, thank you.
Excellent. I'm not sure, but I think I counted 800 layers. I could be wrong. It's about right.
All right.
Let me know what you think.
That's impressive. I will. We'll take a bite.
It is crispy on the outside, flaky, and just butter in every slice of that croissant layer.
Oh my God, Mabel, this is amazing.
Yeah, thank you. I cheat.
Why wouldn't you?
Exactly. Well, enjoy your walk. I think if you head out and take the cattle hoof trail, you'll find that's not as traversed as some others, and you'll probably find a bit more solitude that way.
Okay, thanks. I
Look.
head off in that direction.
Fantastic. And Inea.
Inea staggers into the bathroom, has to check that she's locked the door at least twice. Jumps in the shower and basically just scrubs herself raw, especially her hands, which are already pretty well there. Winds up staggering down into the kitchen afterward, dressed and everything, but looking a little lobstery. A little bit boiled lobster. And pretty tired. She was probably up 3 or 4 times overnight, having to go down and check the front door, make sure it's locked, and then back upstairs. And hand washing and the whole bit. Also probably at least a couple nightmares.
Yeah. The residual effects of Melissa's owl cry definitely linger. But you make it down, and the speaker is pumping some more jams. This time hitting some 90s Tribe Called Quest. And she's digging that, and sitting in the breakfast nook is Frosty with a croissant in his mouth. Oh, hi. Come on in.
It smells fantastic in here. Do I smell coffee too?
You don't. Mabel's more of a tea woman.
Dang.
But she looks at you. She's like, "You seem to need one of these." She hands you a croissant.
Oh, thank you so much, Mabel.
And I'm sure we can get you something else to eat or drink. And she kind of looks at you a little bit, narrows her eyes. And she's like, "And I think if you are open to it, I've got some things that might help with how you're feeling."
I absolutely would love that because I'll be honest, it's not very nice in here right now.
No, I can see that.
Nate takes a bite of the croissant and does kind of a double take. Oh my god. This How did you do that?
Well, we make our own butter here. And we use a lot of our own ingredients and organic stuff, and then I make sure that time is slowed down so that I can fold the dough about 800 plus times in like a few seconds. So
You cheat and I love it.
that's what
This
I
is
said.
amazing, Mabel.
Well, thank you. Like I said, I cheat. You're not going to find anything that good in the Pike place, except unless we bake it. But we don't. We sell strawberries and other things.
Strawberries. I remember the strawberries.
Oh, yeah. Duh. And she grabs a bowl. She's like, "Oh, if you want any, we, of course, have some." And there's other fruits there as well, but the strawberries are definitely the centerpiece.
Yeah, Nate helps herself, kind of puts together her own little fruit plate thing. And
Continental breakfast going on.
yes, and she totally sneaks another croissant if she can get to it.
Easy. And as you're doing this, Jezebel has finished her morning prep, and she comes into the kitchen.
Oh, I come in, I'm immediately vibing to the music. I don't know what we're listening to, but I'm tired. Even if I'm tired, I must shake my ass.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like a core tenet of who Jezzy is as a person.
Oh, yeah. After the smooth flow of Q-Tip and Fife Dog, absolutely.
Yes. Just gotta, twerk something one time.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna give Aunt Mabel a kiss, like on her cheek.
Oh, hey, baby.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
You sound a bit chipper. More chipper than I'd expect. Feeling all right?
Everything hurts and everything sucks, but a shower changes every mood.
It can certainly help.
Plus, you're playing awesome music and I smell yummy food. So,
Well, you can thank Frosty over there. It's his device, his phone for this.
oh, I go and like ruffle Frosty's hair.
Oh,
He looks
God.
annoyed.
Good.
He's like, "I can curse you, you know."
Yeah, that's fine. How you doing?
Not so bad. I mean, sleep was a little rough, and getting out here is real annoying. But croissants in the morning, I think it was worth it.
It's
happy.
absolutely worth it. The food here is always worth it, trust me.
Jizzy is right about that. I have never had bad food here ever.
Mhm. And we will always feed you. It's like also a core tenet of who we are. Dance, feed people,
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna like dive face first into a plate of croissant.
Yes. Food, drugs, rock and roll. Sounds about right.
Yes, exactly.
Probably add sex in there too somewhere, but
I mean, every now and then, you know.
This sounds like my actual life.
Lucky you. All right.
I mean, there's some work too, and we play this game.
There's some work in this game, but other than that, it's just rock star life, bro.
What's a girl to do?
Right, honestly. Oh, me,
I am living a boring life.
I'm living a productive life, and I guess that's all I can ask of myself. Sometimes there's drugs, and thank goodness for that.
Yes, sometimes there's drugs. That's the subtitle. Seattle at dawn. Sometimes there's drugs.
Yes.
So
I really want to get a watch that just says "time to do drugs."
Oh, that's just smart. That's because then it's always time.
yeah.
Right? If anybody asks.
Yeah.
Time to do drugs.
What do you know?
It should also have. It should be one of those. It shouldn't be a functional watch, but it should work as a locket and have drugs in it.
Oh, now that would be handy.
Now that's how you do that.
I'm always.
how
I
you
will
do
put
that.
that.
Saying.
I will add that into the wish list because this is already in the mind of my crafting household. So
Like
Okay.
a poison ring, but a watch.
I think we've all exposed a bit too much about what we like. Okay. Well,
Oh, honey, no, we haven't gotten anywhere near it yet.
I know.
no, we're being vague.
Yeah, we're being very vague. We're not talking about the, decades of hedonism and debauchery that I've been witness to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We won't talk about that. I have those on plaques on my wall.
Yes. Okay. Well, as you are eating your breakfast and dealing with your various conditions, Aunt Mabel comes over to you, Jezebel, and she's like, "Hey, just wanted to know if you were up for a little bit of a Reki sound bath to assist your friend."
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
Okay. Well, I took the liberty of setting up the bowls in the studio, so we can do that at any point, and I believe we can work together to help her affliction. And you can kind of see in her eyes that she can read the same aura that you've been reading ever since.
Yeah. It's been a little achy. That Melissa lady wasn't nice.
Doesn't sound like it, but yeah, it should help, cleanse and help her with any of those mental things. Hey, you like sound bath type stuff?
I never tried it, actually, but if it's anything like a drum circle or a sweat lodge, sure.
Yeah, it's not as exhaustive as that, but yeah, we could definitely help with that.
Okay, you know what? That makes it even better because I'll be honest, I'm not up for the exhaustion right now. I got plenty
Yeah.
of it already.
Yeah, exactly. We've got that covered.
All right. Sure, I add all the right people. Okay. So, at some point in your morning, Aunt Mabel and Jezebel will work a ritual using these crystal bowls and the sound that they create to induce a mental effect that will, in theory, heal any mental illness. Specifically, temporary mental illness, because true mental illness is not something that is that easy to fix, even with magic.
And I guess once we finish with the sound bath,
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure my aunt and uncle drink coffee, or at the very least they have coffee. Aunt Mabel is more of a tea. My other aunt and uncle. The point is, we can get you coffee.
now you're speaking my language.
Well, let's get you sorted, shall we?
Now you're
Oh,
working with
please.
portals. Okay. So while you complete that, we will come back to Charlie. You are out enjoying a walk into the forested area around the commune. What are you doing?
Well, along the way, I'm always watching the ground and looking for mushrooms or any other fungus that grow on the ground, just to see, what's growing, what's active this time of year,
Okay.
as well as looking for wildlife. And I'm thinking about Cal.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a long way from here, but I could make him be here if I wanted him to be here.
Yeah, I mean, it's not difficult to call and speak into the spirit wilds to bring your friend. He's definitely more of a physical creature at this point, but he does have that connection. So, yeah, absolutely. I'd say...
Yeah, but I have foreign correspondence, so I could
Yeah.
bring him here if I want him here.
That's also true. You do have the ability to just be like, get your ass over here, and he doesn't even have to fly. I'd say on your walk, I'd have you roll perception and survival to see if you find any of your tasty shrooms.
And survival. Difficulty?
6.
Okay.
Ooh, 1 success. Okay. Pickings are pretty slim. It's still December. So I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they don't grow in great abundance in the winter.
No.
But you do manage to find a few little outcroppings here and there, small amounts, nothing big, maybe a small little hand palmful of various things. What did you find? What did you enjoy?
There were some chanterelles, and one, I can't remember what the heck they're called. They're the ones that look like they've got like a brain on a stick.
Brain on a
Anyway.
stick. Okay.
Yeah, they only grow in areas that have had forest fires, like or fires at some point.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure there's been some forest fire at some point here. I mean, it's less likely out here, but yeah. I'm just gonna...
Both of them edible and not medicinal. So I'm going to just like eat a couple of the chanterelles now and just, like put the rest of them in my pouch.
Brain on stick.
Yeah, I can't remember what the hell it's called.
But Charlie knows. So,
Charlie knows, yeah.
all right. And once you have your shrooms and you eat a couple of chanterelles and you get a little bit of that, additional energy and connection to the mycelial consciousness. Where were you? What else were you doing after that?
Well, I'm looking for a quiet place with a little bit of an open area to cast my circle and meditate.
Yeah, sure enough, Mabel's advice was correct, and you have found very easily solitude and privacy. So you start working your ritual space, and you're looking. What are you? Well, meditation has got its own benefits. I'm going to take this point of willpower off because you have had a night of sleep. And Jezebel and Inea can do the same. Take 1 point of willpower, or regain, I should say. So while you're meditating, what are you focusing on, Charlie?
Let's see. There's so many things going on in Charlie's life right now that a lot of what he needs is to clear some of that out and just leave space for his mind to be open.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is this any type of magical effect that you're trying to invoke, or is it just straight up calming meditation?
Just calming meditation.
Okay. That's simple enough.
Gonna do that first and get a good 20 minutes of just clearing the mind and just letting the thoughts flow through and just being that river and letting the not dwelling on any thoughts, just letting them pass.
Okay. Yeah, peace and calm and flowing. So yeah, go ahead and roll meditation, and let's make it wits, because it seems to be more trying to calm down those reactions and that just kind of slow down that process. So yeah, wits and meditation. This is a different space that you're used to, so I'd say just gonna be straight difficulty 6.
Right.
Yeah, 2 successes. Very peaceful. You can understand why the Sahajiya have picked this area for its calm and peacefulness, and you find it really easy to slip into a calm state, and you reflect on all the events of the past few days and the chaos of the previous night, and you don't have all the answers, but that's okay. You know that this is how life is. This is how the network feels around itself. And as a part of that, you find peace. And after about 20 minutes of this, and you come out of your trance, and the sun has risen a bit more. The day is grayish blue. The cloud covers sparse, but still covering the sun. And now what would you like to do?
now that I've relaxed a little bit, wow. Let me look at. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna head back.
Okay. As you stand up, you start heading back towards the commune. You hear from above, "Cow!" And the flapping
Cow!
of wings as your familiar comes and perches on a nearby tree. Cow!
Oh, Cal, it is good to see you.
Cow!
Come here for a second.
Glides down, lands near your feet, hops a little bit. Cow!
I reach into my pouch and like pull out a couple of pieces of the mushroom that I harvested today.
Okay.
Give it to him.
Yeah. Takes a bit of mushroom nosh and just downs it. Cow!
I like so want to pet him, but I know I shouldn't pet him.
You can do whatever you want. He is your friend.
Yeah, I just like scritch around the back of his head a little bit.
Yeah, and he's okay with that. There's the extra little tufts of like feathers that are a little bit more like fur almost.
Yeah. Yeah, the back of a bird's head is soft.
Mm. And he nuzzles into it a bit. Cow? Kind of tilts its head at you.
I don't really need anything, buddy. I just needed to see you. It's been quite an adventure, and I needed a little bit of connection
Cow.
to who we are.
It hops up and
I start.
takes to
Go
the
ahead.
air and lands on the tree again.
All right, I start walking back.
You look around every once in a while and you notice that Cal is just always nearby, either flying circle around you or hopping from tree to tree. They're never far from you.
Good, yay.
You head back to the you head back to the commune. Easy enough. Aunt Mabel's house near the library is there. You can, as you approach, the smell of pastry is in the air, and as you walk in, your companions and Frosty are in the kitchen with Aunt Mabel.
Oh, nice. Everybody's up.
Yeah, man, we got plans. How was your morning walk?
It was good, really relaxing.
That's good.
I kind of needed
what
that
you need.
after all we've gone through the last, months?
Tell me about it.
We were going to give Nay a sound bath.
Oh, wow.
You want to see?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Mabel.
Then we're gonna go and get her some coffee.
Yeah. And Mabel goes up to her room. She comes back down, and she's wearing some kind of a loose-fitting top and some, just like exercise pants. Nothing fancy.
She looks comfy.
Yes. That is her goal, is to be comfy. So,
All right.
in this moment, she leads everyone into her work studio where there are just a multitude of different crystals and vials and hanging plants and dried herbs, and in the north side of the room, kind of the on that wall, there's a series of different lush pillows and a couple of stools, and surrounding the stools is about 7 or 8 various sized quartz bowls, and a couple of mallets for hitting the bowls.
This looks awesome. Okay. So excited. So excited. But ow my back.
Mabel heads over to one of the mallets and she grabs it and she holds it out to Jezebel.
I have a mallet. I have a mallet and I'm gonna hit stuff with it. It's gonna be great. Or not hit, but you know.
Yeah, please don't break my bowls.
I'll be very gentle, I promise.
I mean, I remember the first time we did this, I had to get that replaced.
I was very enthusiastic. I'm sorry.
Oh, understood. All right. Well, in this case, it is a ritualized spellcasting using your mind. With Aunt Mabel's assistance, she also gets to add her casting to this as well. So, you take the center spot. It's almost like being a drummer, and you have like all the different drums around you.
Really channeling
don't
Phil Collins.
Break the bowls. No.
Gentle.
No, in the air tonight. Her.
No.
Yes, that would be amazing. Just on. Yeah. You'd be really talented if you. You'd be really talented if you could get that off. Yeah.
You right though. Nobody, because if somebody broke my bowl, I would have to fight. I'm sorry, dog. Oh man. Okie dokie. Okay, I'm sorry. What am I rolling?
Hold on. Let me get a happier Charlie here. There we go. You just look so angry. Okay. Yeah, so for this, it is definitely a coincidental effect here. You're using Mind 3, so base difficulty is 6, but you're using specialized instruments. So I'd say, and you're also, yeah, you're using some specialized instruments in your Inner Sanctum. So I'm going to say it's going to be a difficulty of 4 instead.
Okay. And just roll my Arete.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a DP mod?
No DP mod. But
And
Mabel
difficulty 4.
Mabel guides Inea to some of the more comfortable pillows, where the acoustics in the room really resonate and hit the best. Frosty just kind of takes a seat, leaning against one of the walls. He's kind of looking around like, gosh, this is so
Nay folds herself into a position on the cushions and tries to get into a meditative state.
And maybe
Charlie goes and sits over by Frosty.
Okay, so with that, you've got 6 successes. I should also, so you center yourself and you balance, and Mabel is sitting opposite you with kind of the other bowls, and you got one mallet in each hand, and you strike and you start spinning around the bowl. And then you strike another bowl. And the harmony created between the two sounds fills the room. And Mabel hits another smaller bowl, and a higher pitched sound adds into the chorus. And over the series of 30 minutes, Inea, you can start feeling that this is starting to calm your nerves, and you're starting to worry less about the consequences of your actions, the stain on your reputation, the stain on your life, on your spirit. You're not as consumed. Let me check. 6 successes. Okay. So as the ritual continues and the sound changes quite slowly over time, and one pitch here, another pitch here, and as that bowl ends, another ringing begins. It, after an additional 20 minutes, you seem to feel all right, more than all right. You're able to think clearly for the first time in about 12 hours. This seems to have worked. And Jezzy, with the assistance of Aunt Mabel, were able to perform that for you. And it's a beautiful, you've got the different incense burning, but it is that ritual with the music that really gets into your head and really calms you down.
How do you feel?
A lot more like myself than I have. Probably since we got to the Winterfest last night.
Yeah. About that time. Well, I'm glad. Let's get you some coffee. Get some food in you.
Yeah, I still have to find out. I have to find out who wiped the footage. Because it's good for us, but I need to know if it's also good for somebody else. And I'm a little worried that it might be.
It probably is.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have just disappeared out of nowhere.
No, I really would like to know who got that footage.
I have a feeling.
But man, I can actually concentrate. God, the noise in my head, that screeching. Ah.
That Melissa lady was not nice.
No. No. I gotta be honest, I would like to punch her in the mouth once more.
You're speaking my language, because the way, as soon as I figured out that she had fucked with my head, that's my place. That's disrespectful. She's lucky she's dead, because I would kill her again.
Oh, I don't know if I could go that far, but I would sure like to have a hand-to-mouth discussion with her.
Rusty chimes in. He's like, yeah, that sounds like it was a good death. Sometimes people just need to die.
Yeah, if very necessary.
Yeah.
Honestly, they were looking to off us, so it was us versus them.
Don't
us or
start
them.
none, won't be none, period.
Mm-mm.
Because they dead could have just left us alone.
Maybe
I was trying to watch Spider-Man. Okay.
This again. No. Mabel, she's like, yeah, I mean, look, it's never great to take a life, but and Frosty, he kind of like, no, sometimes it's good, you gotta take a life. But Mabel just kind of gives him a look. She's like, they may not have been deserving of death, but were they truly deserving of the life that they were leading? What were they doing with their lives? And if they were trying to end yours, then I think that's an easy equation.
They did make it pretty easy. Their leader pretty well. In fact, I think the words were "get 'em, boys."
Sicked them on us like they were dogs.
And they answered like they were dogs. I can't be sure whether they were under mind control or not, but that made them weapons at the very least.
I'm glad you all survived, and I mean, it's not the Ascension War or anything like that. We're not fighting for reality there, but we're fighting for somebody. And it sounds like with them, they were intent to cause damage and harm to many. I think you've done. I think you did well. I'm proud of you.
Yay.
Mabel, Jezzy, I can't thank you enough for this.
Well, it was all her. I just helped a little.
Oh, please, Aunt Mabel. It was your idea. Now. None of that.
This is just how I taught you to do things. It's fine.
So you had a bigger hand in it than you're letting on.
She always does.
Maybe. Sometimes things don't work out. I'm glad this time they did.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, same.
Okay, coffee and computers.
Coffee and computers. All right. Sounds like you're going to the
Go get you
library
coffee.
with the stop
Ooh,
by.
yeah.
Coffee on the way to library.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can horseshoe it.
Okay. Now, there's nothing on my sheet that I need to change, is there?
Not that I'm aware of.
Did you add your willpower back?
Did we do willpower yet today?
Earlier I mentioned it, but if you hadn't taken it off, then you can.
I completely missed it.
Yeah, you
I
can
have
regain.
2. Okay.
So you should have 1 spent at this point.
Just 1 spent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, somehow I missed when you mentioned that.
No worries. I was speaking with Charlie about it, and I just kind of made it an aside for you as well.
Oh, that's probably why I missed it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Not a problem. Okay. So after picking up a cup of joe, nothing fancy. They don't really have they have a Keurig. So
I'm just as happy to pop a reusable cup of grounds in a machine.
but you do get a serviceable cup of coffee, and do all 3 of you head over to the library? Okay.
Mm.
So Frosty comes with you, but the 4 of you head over to the library. Mabel goes back to her studio, and she kind of just cleans up and keeps an eye on things. But the 4 of you are in the library with access to the internet and some decent computers. Not great. They're, kind of throwaway desktop machines. But what are we attempting here?
Okay, I want to see if I can backtrack accesses to the camera network.
Mhm.
Between the time of the demonstration beginning at the Winterfest and my accessing of it last night.
Okay.
Scrambled brains and all.
Okie dokie. Yeah. Continuation from that, go ahead and roll your intelligence and computer or investigation, whichever. They're both the same. So
They're the same for me, yeah. Okay. And difficulty?
these are behind encrypted systems. It's not as complicated as something like the digital web, but I'd say slightly heightened. So 7.
Ooh, that doesn't look good. Nope, nothing. I got nothing.
So interestingly enough, you get in there and you find the footage. But as you scrub through it, it's not what happened. The footage is...
What is it showing now?
The footage shows the Homeguard fighting with police. That the police put down these gang members, and some did escape, but some lost their lives tragically.
Okay, that is a twist I did not see coming. Okay, so it was not anybody affiliated with a Homeguard that got into this footage. There's no way.
No. That guy, the one who came to us and said that there was like a split in the technocracy. That's the guy. It has to be him.
He was on the ground. Okay, I need to go find the footage of him from last night that I had of him at the Winterfest. Now, I freaking downloaded that footage. What footage was available, I downloaded.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing I want to know is, does he still appear in the official footage on city servers?
No, the official footage does not show him in any of the video. And as you're looking for this video, you also, of course, find the news reports and the morning news, and they are reporting new details that have emerged from the Winterfest tragedy. Erroneously reported as a prank, turns out to be a deliberate act of terrorism, and mind-altering chemicals and explosives were found on the scene. And the released video footage shows that a fight broke out between the terrorists and local law enforcement.
Surprised they're calling them terrorists.
Well, Fox News isn't.
No. Of course they wouldn't be.
Well, and if you call them terrorists, then it makes killing them okay.
Right.
That's
Right.
true.
Yep.
Which is
Okay,
also
wait.
scary.
Wait.
Right,
So
it's just
so
tactical.
Fox News considers them a whole pack of lone wolves. We'll just call it that.
Right. Right. They were working outside of the corporate interest,
Right.
and they have been let go because of this action of their own that they took on their own accord.
Right.
A pack of lone wolves.
It reminds me that there's going to be a fourth Hangover movie, maybe. Okay, anyway, sorry.
Jesus, why?
Do you? I thought. Okay. Wow. Wait a minute. Mark Kardashian was busy
Mm-hmm.
on the Olympic Peninsula.
Yes, Mark is.
That's what I
fairly
was
busy.
told. But did he and or Malcolm have anything to do with this? Because there's like two people.
No, we didn't do this. And neither did the Theater of the Mind. This is likely our counterparts in the technocracy. They do this
That's
shit all the time.
Only other people it could be. That's the only other people it could be.
They like control, and they don't want any quote unquote reality deviance from getting out there. So it's in their best interest to cover it up, and quite frankly, it's kind of in our interest as well.
I mean, I'm not complaining here, but I need to.
I need motivations. I'm sorry. It can't all just be this is better for our bottom line, period, end of story. Like, no, there's...
Well, the thing about it, Jesse, is that it could be, because if it's the traditional technocracy, the traditionalists in the technocracy,
Yeah.
we did not make a small splash last night.
No,
was
not
big
small.
splash. Big splash.
I'd say it's it's almost on par with some of the shit that we've pulled off in the past. It's actually pretty impressive.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment, although I suspect it was not entirely. Okay,
I'm gonna
so-
choose
I mean,
to be flattered.
I've been young and dumb too. Don't worry. Some might even say I
see,
still am.
that was the other piece of that, and I am just gonna leave it right there. All right, so this one or the other of the factions of the technocracy, because us not being officially involved in that mess last night benefits both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously us too, but for them.
But I would imagine that the other members of the Homeguard are probably
Shitting
not
their
sitting
pants right
comfortably.
about now?
Probably.
No. That means that we need to get Jennifer like yesterday.
Yeah.
Because if they panic, there's no telling what they're going to do with her.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Shit. My concern is that if this is the technocracy, right? If it's the traditionalists in the technocracy, maybe it is just them trying to cover their own ass. But
That
if
would
it's
be-
that,
Most likely, if that's who it is.
if that's
Right, but
okay,
either
but
way,
if it's not,
They know we were there.
right, and if it's not them, what if we're digging ourselves further and further into debt
Mm-hmm.
with these people? Like,
With
what
the-
are they gonna want in return for this? Because nobody does shit like this out of the kindness of their heart. They were too fucking quick.
No,
There's no
the
kindness
thing
in
about
their
it
hearts.
is, I was just going
Right.
to say, the thing about it is we don't actually owe them anything because we didn't ask for this. So they opted to do us a favor and handle it for themselves as well. I don't know anybody's shit over removing this footage or replacing
That's it. As long as they don't come looking for us for favors, or holding us against us somehow, that kind of a thing.
That was my concern. Like, I don't want somebody to come knocking on my door 20 years from now going, hey, you remember that one time you weren't completely fucked?
Well, here's the thing. I'm sitting here in the city's servers. Okay, the footage would no longer exist if it did.
True.
Now, I can't make it pretty like this, not with what I'm working with at this moment, but I could remove it and make it look like the explosion or whatever the fuck happened screwed over the cameras.
Yeah.
So ain't nobody asking no favors over the erasure of this footage. They made it nice and pretty and replaced it so nobody gets all suspicious, but
Yeah.
I didn't ask any favors.
That's
What's that
true.
saying?
And I don't...
Never waste a good tragedy.
You know, that tells me something else, though. The Homeguard pissed the technocracy off.
Yeah.
Well,
But you get loud
And piss them
start
off
making
big.
the
happen
union
in a
doesn't.
public place. That'll do it.
Yeah, the union doesn't care for their ideology. The union just wants everybody to be perfect little automatons.
Sheep.
Yeah.
And yeah, the use of any type of magic is to be frowned upon in their eyes. You know, like everybody else in the world, I guess. Just a little bit more aggressive. They want it their way. They don't want any deviance from that. But hey, so that's good news, I guess. Maybe. Though you probably
it's
should.
good
Put a
enough
pin
news.
in.
Yeah.
Put a pin in it, you know?
Yeah.
It-
Currently, good news.
For this moment, it is good enough.
Yeah.
It means I don't have to...
Yeah. So speaking of things that you may have to do,
Yeah. What up with the tribunal?
so the Theater of the Mind, they are going to summon you at some point. I've been sent out by Malcolm, and our Chantry, the Rogue Chantry, as he likes to call it. I don't like the name; it's stupid. But sent me out here to give you some fair warning, and obviously, doing anything other than in-person contact runs counter to them not giving you any warning of the tribunal. And we just want to make sure that you're prepared for it.
So who are we likely to have to convince of what?
Well, this technically falls under a it kind of falls under endangerment, that your actions could have potentially put sleepers at risk and exposed us in a negative way. So there's a chance that there might be some reprimands. The worst things have happened, honestly, and quite frankly, I think it's ridiculous that they even want to police other mages, but that is kind of their job. So, yeah, the advisory board is, like I said, they're going to probably send out a missive for you at some point soon. And they will expect you to show, as you are a cabal in good standing with the Theater of the Mind. Meanwhile, the Geek Squad, Joint Ventures, the Night Hunters, well, you guys, and Mercury Unit Z, we got your back. But don't, keep that low, down low.
Right. So they want us feeling isolated.
I don't know if they want to.
Basically,
Go ahead.
what you're saying is their bureaucratic ass covering is what we're doing here.
Yeah, same old politics.
I mean, yeah, it's something, because anybody with eyes could see what was going on there. But
And honestly,
problem is they weren't there.
the truth of the situation in terms of what happened and who it happened to, is like in your best interest. It's probably the most. Well, I mean, you did nothing wrong, so yeah, they're just trying to flex their muscles a bit and exert a little bit of control. Not unlike our friends in the technocracy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. We saw a potential problem blossoming, and we're there to, try to help contain things, and, they got out of hand.
All of it, everything,
Yeah.
all of them went out of all of the hands.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
a hand
things
was
happened that were-
found.
Well beyond our control, and we just did what we could to try to help keep it under control.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we were defending what we believed to be a helpless sleeper. He proved to not be completely helpless
Well, not just
Or
Jolie,
completely asleep.
or completely
Right.
asleep, right?
but there was the entire crowd there, from what I understand.
Yeah, tons
We
of
were
sleepers.
definitely defending them best we could, at least trying to give them a chance to get the hell out of the situation. And then we got attacked, backstabbed by the Homeguard.
Yeah, they'll do that.
I would like to return the favor.
Good. I'd
Because
say,
now they've got one of ours.
yeah. So from Malcolm, yeah, he wants you to, obviously keep this or finish this as quick as possible because he knows, what's what with these owls. But
Also, they were covered in owls. Like, they were shifting into owls. I don't know if we even mentioned that to you last night.
Yeah. They all kind of went avian.
They did.
wow.
It wasn't a complete shift. It wasn't even like a werewolf's partial shift. It was more like...
I'll have to. You know what? I'll ask Alice about it. She's mentioned things like that before.
Okay, yeah, that's probably a really good idea. She's got some experience with... I don't know what the hell to call what they were doing, but it was not good.
Well,
It was enough to make them stronger and tougher and actually give them talons
And beaks.
and beaks. You're right. A few of them did have beaks.
gross.
I mean, they weren't the cutest things in the world, and they sure as hell weren't.
I think you'd have to start out cute in order to,
Fair
Be-
point.
and they're
Yeah.
definitely not cute.
No.
Right.
Neither
Right.
inside nor out.
No. Okay. So, how long is it likely to take them to get their shit together?
I don't know. How long do you? Well, I mean, you've been working with them or against them.
Oh, no. I meant the tribunal.
Oh, The advisory board, I mean, they're always a little bit laggy and they always have, like, things going on. But this is probably something that they're going to want to hear about. I would not be surprised if, with how things have worked out with the cover up and all that, that they are looking to probably meet with you before the new year, but not immediately. And again, they'll send.
Jennifer does not have a week. I don't trust her to have 3 days. We have got to do something about her situation.
Okay.
Can we just walk into the tribunal people's office or whatever, storm the castle, and tell them, hey, this is what happened. Can we go now?
Well, I mean, they're not putting you on any type of.
What if we just go deal with this and then, they'll just call us when it's least convenient?
I mean, they'll call
Which
you.
is usually how this shit goes, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Just.
I don't know when they're going to call you, unfortunately, but it's going to be soon. I'd say take care of what you need to. Get Jennifer safe if possible. None of that's going to cause an issue, I would think. If they do, they're a bunch of assholes, and Malcolm will put them in their place. At least, a little bit. He's on the board, so.
As much as he can, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Useful
if they
to know
hold a
that.
rescue mission against us, then they can just fuck right off.
Yeah, to be honest.
Yes, they can. Okay. You know what? I'm done thinking about them right now. Let's
Yeah,
think about
That's
Jennifer.
not a side I want to be on if they're not down for rescue missions.
Back
Nope.
burner.
Right.
Nope. So here's what we need to do. We need to identify the people that we killed. I'm sure they're all over the news. Strike them off our list of Homeguard asshats that need watching, and then see if we can't narrow down from what's left of our list where Jennifer might be and who might have her.
Yeah.
So, just a quick question. Did we try tracing the phone call when we got it?
Yeah, I totally failed. I could try again.
That's what I was thinking. Do we want to call Jennifer and see if somebody will pick up?
Can you,
let me do some digging.
Route that
And-
call so it doesn't look like it's coming from here?
Right.
Yeah,
I'm sure
fair.
you can.
So, two things I want to do to start. The first is I would like to retry my attempted trace from last night. This time with an actually clear mind.
Okay.
And see if I can trace the call that came to Jessie's phone last night. Because I should still have the detail data for picking the call out of her log.
Yeah, I'd say you can find out if you can. So you can try traditional backtracing with the hardware, but your understanding of correspondence wouldn't really give you much in terms of like a connection, which is what correspondence is good at.
No, I was thinking through the cell systems, utilizing the computer records.
Okay. Yeah, so that would just be a intelligence and computer, and I'd say difficulty 8. Difficulty 8.
Okay. Yeah, this is not the kind of information I'm usually looking for. I have 2 successes.
3.
Do I have? I have a 10.
You have
Yay!
3
3
successes.
successes.
Yeah. So you are able to triangulate the position of the cell phone, and it is in the southern Seattle area. You do a bit of research and you find that it is definitely in and around the area of Calhoun's bar.
Wow, they're dumb. They are absolutely moronic. Really? This is Nate absolutely losing her shit at her computer screen. Okay.
Well, I mean, that's a good sign. That doesn't necessarily mean that they don't know.
Yeah.
But at least that's a possibility.
Okay. Now, remind me, when that call came in, the caller ID, was that from Jennifer's phone, or was that from? It was from Jennifer's phone. Okay,
Yeah.
so if we trace Jennifer's phone, it should come back to the same place.
Yeah.
So it's possible, though, that they've left it like in her work locker or something at the bar, and that's not necessarily where she is.
Right. And I don't know if this is like possible, but wait, well, I guess, is it possible to make it look as though a phone call is coming from one place, but it's actually coming from someplace else?
Yeah, that can be done. I personally wouldn't have any idea how to do it, but Nay might. Storyteller, how about that?
The only
Yes, you can
reason I
spoof a number.
ask is
Yes.
okay. The reason that I ask is because, like, what if they want us to come to Calhoun? Like, I think it would be smart to
Right.
go into this as though we're walking into a trap. Because more than likely, that's what it is.
Oh, 100% that's what it is. They want us dead. They don't want to turn her back over to us. Are you kidding
Not
me?
at all.
I always assume everything's a trap. That's why I'm still.
Why I'm still alive.
I was watching the latest episode of The Mandalorian, and they had a person say it's a trap to a Mon Calamari, and it just made me laugh. It's like, is that racist? Is that a joke? I don't know. I have no idea how that works. Okay.
If nothing else, it was a nod.
Anyway, okay, so what are your plans?
I would say we attempt to spoof the number and call her, but what do we, like, you know, when we call, who are we, you know, and what do we say?
Mm.
Anybody have a good telemarketer voice?
I mean, I can sing and get people to do what I want them to do, but that's not. I'm not sure how well that'll work on a phone.
Do you have to be line of sight for those abilities to work?
I don't know.
Or is
Do
it?
I have to be?
I would
line of
imagine
sight?
that if
Like,
it's a song that you
Is it
just
well,
have to hear.
yeah,
sound?
because I have like the stuff that jingles and the vocal and the all that. Would it be possible for me to like control somebody's mind remotely doing that? Like, I can put them on speaker and do a little belly dance. You know what I mean? We can FaceTime.
I think it would require having correspondence equal to the effect that you're trying to do. So, like, if you're trying to affect somebody at a distance with a Mind 3 effect, you actually have to have Correspondence 3.
Correspondence 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that seems fair because it is over a distance.
But Charlie has correspondence. And a hell of a lot of it too. What if Charlie made the call and I did my little dancey dance?
So
I don't know.
Charlie makes the connection and carries the sound.
Right.
Carries the spell.
Right.
I would allow the attempt.
No shit.
I don't know if it would work. It would be difficult.
Right. We both
Yeah.
have to succeed.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
And then we don't know how it's actually going to affect the person on the other end. You know, there's their resistance to the spell as well.
Right.
True.
Right.
I mean, but all things considered, it's an option.
It's a thought. It is something to pursue.
Yeah.
Ideally, that gets Jennifer released safely. More likely, because that would be diametrically opposed to what they actively want to have happen. More likely, maybe we talk somebody into subconsciously loosening her bonds or even leaving her untied and unlocked.
Like Inception.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can fuck with the mind. I could like do vocalizations or what have you and see if that'll implant an idea in the unconscious mind.
You can definitely plant subliminal messages. And with Mind 3, I believe. The New World Order does it all the time.
Okay, so what if Jezzy plants or attempts to plant the message that when they see us, they're supposed to untie Jennifer?
Yeah. And then we just storm the castle.
Mm-hmm. That gives us a mobile Jennifer. Hopefully she's conscious.
Yeah.
A mobile Jennifer who's maybe capable of at least getting herself out of the situation.
That's a good option. That's a really good option.
And then the other potential, if you can plant more than one subliminal message, is that maybe then their imperative is to not allow any of their friends to harm us.
That's a good secondary.
Because I don't give a shit if any of those assholes gets their own ass shot off.
Yeah, true.
You know, so if they get in their buddy's way, that can only help us.
Okay. You can give it a go.
So this is, of course, contingent upon whether or not anybody answers her phone and who it is that answers.
Yeah, true.
The other option is we call the bar, ask to speak to management, and maybe go from there. So if we don't have any success with Jennifer's phone, we try maybe the bar.
What if we did like the bar first so that way nobody's tipped off?
Well, we don't know who we get at the bar.
True.
Anybody answering Jennifer's phone knows what's up.
That's true.
If we call the bar, we might get a random bartender who may be an asshole but doesn't know what's up.
True.
Or we get, you know, office receptionist, or it depends on who's
Somebody,
answering
yeah.
the phone at the bar. Random waitress.
Yeah, Jennifer's phone first.
Okay.
So how do we start the conversation? Because Charlie's got a point. Who are we when we call? Because I got to make the spoof match.
Shit. We could pretend to be the people who got them implicated, like in that footage. But we don't know who that is the thing.
Mm.
But they also don't know who that is, so it could be anybody.
Well, they might have an idea. We can't know what... We don't have any idea what kind of information they know.
Yeah, that's true.
About that. So they might be having an open beef with the technocracy that they're well aware of and we don't know anything about. I think that would be dangerous. I think...
Well, then I guess, why would we have to pretend to be anybody?
Well, I mean, you're right. We don't necessarily. I just need to pick a number. Whoa. Wait a minute. What if I spoof either the bar's number or... Oh, crap. What was the Homeguard leader's name?
Ned Calhoun.
Calhoun. Okay, so Ned Calhoun.
Calhoun.
Personal number. Because would that not at least get attention? Like, what the fuck is that? Why is he calling her phone?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I was kind of thinking we could pretend to be the cops. Or the media. That's somebody they may not want to talk to with the media. They may not want to talk to the cops either, but at least they would have to.
So if we wind up... Maybe we use the cops if we have to call the bar.
Yeah.
Because honestly, Jennifer's phone might not even be on at this point. I could check to see if it's pinging cell towers, but there's the possibility that it's out of juice.
Well, that's how you found it, is that it's triangulating from the tower, so you know it is on.
Okay, so we know it's on. Okay. So maybe I start with Ned Calhoun's number calling Jennifer's phone. And if that doesn't get an answer, we're the cops calling the bar. Because I know for a fact they've got friends in the police department.
Yeah.
I watched that go down last night.
Okay.
How's that sound? You guys work out what you need to do while I set up these spoofs.
Yeah, shit, that's true. Okay, so when we get them to answer, now that we've worked out who we're gonna pretend to be, what are we asking for? Are we just gonna say, hey, hand over?
So if we're Ned, if they answer Jennifer's phone when we call as Ned, I think maybe just lay it out there. You know, what do you want? We want her back.
Yeah.
What is it you want? Pretend like we're playing ball with them.
Yeah.
While you're feeding them what we need what we need them to do.
Okay.
If we wind up going with plan B, the cops calling the bar and asking for management, which I guess would be asking for Ned. and hoping we get somebody high up enough to actually do what we need. Then maybe we talk about how this is all turned to shit and we better just let the girl go. Because they already, media's already going to eat us alive.
Yeah.
Have that argument with them.
Plant that suggestion.
And plant the suggestion at the same time, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking about how to do the singing part, I guess.
I suggest Mongolian throat singing.
Thanks, Frosty.
Yeah, Frosty. Yeah, okay.
I'm not that cool, bro.
Are you sure? I mean, I'm looking around here. I'm seeing a whole bunch of Tibetan shit. So.
Tibetan is not Mongolian.
No, it's not.
No, he's not. He's not at all correct, but that's fine.
But he neither knows nor cares, so there's that.
Yeah, very much that.
He's got his own things. His particular cult all came from like Greece and like Indo-European stuff.
When everybody's got their own thing.
Yeah.
I think Charlie, I think you should do the talking and I'll do the singing in the background.
Like a background music or something.
Exactly. So that way it's unobtrusive.
And doesn't interrupt the conversation.
Exactly. But enough that they can hear it though. So that way the suggestion can be played.
Yeah.
Okay.
On top of which, the cops that I saw cooperating with them last night were all beefy muscle heads, so...
I'll do my best to get a deep voice.
The deeper the better, or at
little
least the more meathead the better, I guess. I don't know.
It sound like you just really need to time and you should be good.
Maybe you should go out and yell at the ocean for a little while, horsing the voice up a little bit.
Right. I'll go get a sore throat and start screaming, doing old Rock Hudson style.
I mean, you can do it.
Nah.
Sure. I mean, you can also like use life to alter your vocal cords. So, yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's true.
There is that. Yeah.
That is true.
There is that.
Oh crap, you could.
You can do a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I have adjusted a whole lot more than my vocal cords before. So
you did,
yeah.
Yeah.
God, if only it was that easy.
Gracious.
Well, easy. I mean, you're still flirting with Paradox and shit too. So.
Hey,
I'll
I
flirt
would
with
take
Paradox if I don't have to deal with doctors trying to transition.
Yeah, poor fucking Rio.
Like, dog. I will grow a mushroom.
I'm already
okay?
dealing with some Paradox up here anyway.
For real?
Yeah.
That fucking part.
I mean, you can call it dysphoria, Paradox, whatever.
Whatever,
Yeah,
it's all terrible.
Paradox. It's all It's all bullshit. Yep.
Agreed.
Fair enough.
Okay. So, sounds like we've got a beginnings of a plan where Inea will find the correct information to have a phone number to spoof, and Charlie will initiate the call using an effect to connect the two spaces from where the phones are, and using that wormhole, so to speak, Jezzy will create a mind-altering effect for subliminal suggestions. Does that sound about right, what we got going on
That
here?
sounds exactly what I was
That is
thinking.
exactly what we got.
That sounds so cool when you say it like
really
that.
does when you put it like that.
Okay. suppose this is going to be a series of different roles here to start. So, Inea, you need to get some information.
Yes, I do. All right, so I am rolling intelligence and investigation.
Let's do that. Yes.
Only if I can find investigation in this list. There it is.
And difficulty for finding somebody's phone number is probably not going to be too difficult. So let's just go ahead and say difficulty 5.
I have five
successes. Okay. Easily enough. You not only find Ned's phone number, you find his social media profile and everything like that, and you definitely, get this lovely picture of him. He's a gruesome guy.
That's a very punchable face. Okay.
Yeah. He is definitely living up to his potential.
Okay.
Now, to
potential punching bag. Got it.
the police phone number, with the number of successes, not hard to find. They've got their number listed, of course.
It's they're public.
They're supposed to be out there.
Yeah.
The next part is the ability to copy that number and use it for the phone that you have here. Which phone are you using? Are you using your own phone?
Actually, didn't we have a burner still sitting in my car somewhere? Somebody had a burner from... Charlie had a burner.
Yes.
From Brad.
Correct. That can be used.
Charlie, do you still have that burner?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let's use that, just in case they have countermeasures.
Perfect.
Okay. So in this case, you are... I accidentally refreshed the things. Now I don't have anybody's character sheets up. Okay.
I hate it when I do that to myself.
This seems like an appropriate time to beseech Glitch to help with this bullshit.
We are playing a prank. We are playing a trick. Glitch will be all over
muted.
this.
Yes, Glitch. Yes. I just like Glitch because Glitch is cute and tiny.
Or maybe
Am I back?
I can't hear you.
Oh no.
I can hear you.
I can't hear anybody.
I can hear
Okay,
you.
Hold on.
Oh.
Let me fix
Whoops.
that. See if there's a problem going on here.
Minor technical difficulty.
I don't know. I hear you fine, Cindy.
Yeah,
Okay,
I hear y'all fine.
Yeah, it sounds like Tim
Okay.
accidentally
Yeah, I
bonked
can't
a
hear
setting.
anyone. Might be my headset. Hold on.
Anyway, yeah, Glitch is gonna love the whole we are pranking the shit out of these guys.
Yes.
That works.
Are we back?
I'm back. I apologize. Something worked with the Bluetooth. Whatever. All right.
It's fine.
I am back. You are back. Okay. So, how would you like to do this?
Okay, so batteries. Batteries. I should have spare camera batteries and a pocket full of loose AA and C batteries. I think I'm going to use those. And I'm going to lay those out there.
Okay.
This is probably going to involve some meditation because Glitch has only ever showed up on his own. I've never reached out to him before. It, I guess. Little blue gremlin dude.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say, well, let's see, how are you? Yeah, this would be meditative roll, I suppose, or some other skill. There's your... Well, what instrument would you be trying to reach out? It sounds like computers and IT gear. No.
Yeah, it would be the phone,
Mhm.
specifically, probably. Because I want this phone to convince the phones that I'm calling that it is the phone that I'm telling it is,
Mhm.
not the phone that it is.
Okay. So, suggestion, you work your thought processes and your beseechments and your negotiations, bargaining via text with the phone.
Okay.
And that would be kind of a combination of writings and inscriptions and computer and IT gear as instruments.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Okay.
Techno shaman for the win.
Whee! Okay. All right. So, what tab is this? Other. Oh, okay.
Sorry, I was in the bio.
Yeah.
I was looking at your instruments.
Yes, that's fair.
You may have noticed I updated the bio screen.
Oh, so you did. Wow. Okay. We have birth dates now. Yay.
Yeah, we talked about that when you made your characters. It's kind of interesting. Okay, yeah, birth dates.
We did, but I apparently didn't give you a date, which is fair. Probably because I don't know what I was thinking of. All right. Okay. So I will write out 2 text messages
Okay.
in drafts. The first one will be directed to Jennifer's phone number. And the second to the bar. Specifically, the phone number I dug up, which is assigned to the bar's office, not the bar like downstairs, or front of the bar.
Okay.
Back rooms of the bar.
Alrighty. Okay.
And so the first one will offer half of the... Wait, let me think about this. So I have a fixed number of batteries here, C cells and AAs. Because I'm doing 2 texts and I don't know which one will work, I'm going to offer half attached to each text. So half to the first one, half to the second one.
Okay.
I'm not phrasing it that way. I'm giving a specific number of each type of battery.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
And those are my offerings. And I am asking in the first text message for Glitch to help me convince my target phone number that this phone is my desired spoof number.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do the exact same thing basically with the second one.
All right.
Police phone number and all that stuff.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll your... Yeah, roll your arete. Difficulty is 6? No, actually, you know what? Sichi goes for this is going to be difficulty 5.
Okay.
Because this isn't like requiring full 3. This is a communication, so this is just going to be 2.
Okay.
The
So difficulty of 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's the base difficulty.
Okay, I have
2 successes, 3 successes.
3 successes. I have a 10 here.
All right. You feel the tacit agreement form between you and Glitch. You feel the excitement and the enjoyment of chaos a little bit of mischievousness.
Being
This is in
invited to
service.
play a prank.
This is in service of a prank, yes, and Glitch is for it.
Okay.
There he is.
Is he? Oh, okay. No, it's the background. All right. I thought he was wearing a party hat there for a second. I was like, wait, what?
It's a little party hat. He's like, oh, I'm so ready for this.
Okay.
I didn't prepare my voice mods, so I'm just gonna have to do it myself. This is gonna be
You are doing
much
fine.
fun.
Okay.
Okay, the phone is prepared for Charlie's steps.
Okay, Charlie. It's ready to go for call number 1 to Jennifer's phone.
All right. Let me do my thing.
Yeah. So Charlie,
Take the phone, sit
you
down, and I'm gonna I need to meditate. That's how I'm going to. That's the foci that I'm going to use.
okay. So yeah, meditation. I'd say your previous experiences with the digital web and you making that mental note that it's got similarities to the mycelial consciousness definitely help out in this regard. To kind of bridge that gap, you do have a bit of knowledge about computers at this point. I would say, yeah, this is going to be intelligence plus meditation as the skill. And those results will help with the magical casting.
Intelligence and meditation. With a difficulty of...
This is a little beyond your normal comfort zone, so I'd say 7. One success. Okay. So now, for the bridging of the connection between the two spaces, I would have you roll your arete. The difficulty for this, you are kind of creating a gateway for others to use. So this would be for correspondence. So the difficulty, because there's no like out and out like app, you're using the phone to kind of bridge that connection so you can have audio. So it's coincidental, strange coincidental for correspondence effect. Go figure. So the base difficulty is 7. And for this feat, I would say you have to have at least 2 successes. So it's not the easiest. But
Okay,
because of the
well-
1 success, it'll lower the difficulty from 7 to 6. So,
Okay,
so the base difficulty is 6.
let's. Okay, and I want to spend a willpower.
Okay, so 1 automatic success.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay, so 4 successes. You bridge the physical space between this phone and Jennifer's phone. And the number you push through, and you hear the ringing, and after a couple of moments, the phone is answered.
Hello?
Hello? Ned? Why are you calling me? You recognize the voice as Jennifer.
Jennifer, where are you at?
I'm in the bar. Where are you at?
Oh. Okay, good.
Ned? What's up with your voice?
I feel like I'm coming down with something.
Oh, I mean, aren't you supposed... Okay, whatever. Don't bring it in here.
Okay. Yeah, I was just checking on you.
Jesse, is there anything that you would like to do while this connection is open?
Yeah.
Yes. Can I do my little dancey dance? Cause I want Jennifer, like, since it's her on the phone,
Mm-hmm.
I want her to leave.
Okay, so you're gonna give a mental command for her to leave.
So, yeah, leave. Come home.
Okay.
Like now.
Okay. So I'd say for you, I'm gonna have you. You are singing, so let's have, and you're trying to convince somebody. So let's go with a skill roll of manipulation plus expression.
Okay.
Difficulty 6.
Manipulation.
I'm assuming this is on speakerphone.
Yes. Gotta be.
Yeah.
Cause boy howdy.
I
No
know we didn't
DP
talk
mod,
about
right?
it. No DP mod.
Difficulty 6.
Correct.
Okay. Yay.
Nice. All right, 3 successes there. So, this mind effect is going to be coincidental. It's subconscious. You are singing those vibes. Normally, difficulty would be 6, but with that additional skill roll, we're going to make the difficulty 3.
Cool.
So, yeah, you can go ahead and roll your arete.
Okay. No DP mod, right?
No DP mod. And you
Difficulty
can
3.
spend willpower or quintessence if you like.
I will be spending a willpower. Yes.
Oh, wait a minute.
I can't spend
Hold on.
quintessence though.
No, but let me recorrect this because this is a mental effect, and mental effects actually require the difficulty to be based on the willpower of the subject.
Oh, right. What's the difficulty?
So let me check Jennifer's willpower.
She has a character sheet.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, it's the same. Her willpower is 6, so lowering it to
so
3.
it's still 3?
Yep.
Oh, that'll do.
That does do. So, as you sing through the bridged connection over the cell phone, opened by Charlie, you sing a beautiful lullaby. And the resonance reaches just right, and you can feel the connection between you and Jennifer, and she goes silent as she listens to this music.
Come home, girl.
And you know that you've worked the magic. You know that it's out there. It is still a subliminal command. It is not something where she is actively acknowledging. But you feel that it has taken root. And after hearing some of the songs, she's like, okay, Ned, fine. You know what? I'm not really feeling pretty well. I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take a sick day.
Really? Sick day?
Well, I mean, maybe I think I've got what you got. Yeah.
All right, fine.
And
just make sure you're back tomorrow or whatever.
Yeah, whatever, boss.
Don't get anybody sick.
And she hangs up.
You guys!
Okay, so what the hell is she doing answering her phone if she's
captured, right?
But she's not captured. That's what I was saying. Like they have no fucking clue.
Nope.
Well, as long as the girl comes home.
I thought briefly about firing her.
Right?
You're fired.
Yeah, like what would this racist asshole do? Well, I could think of another racist asshole who does stuff.
Yeah, there you go. You're fired.
Exactly.
Indeed. Okay. Well, having this level of success and feeling confident that you have planted the suggestion, what is the Night Hunter's next step in this saga?
Okay, so we're feeling good about that worked, and we should be seeing a Jennifer here in the next couple of hours.
Hopefully, yes.
Well, I don't know about the next couple of hours. Hopefully she's a little bit more stealthy than that, but
Yeah. I mean, but at least by tomorrow.
Yeah. But then,
I can't believe that worked so well.
As if they didn't
well.
capture her and they don't know, then like, does she really need to be all that stealthy?
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
she might walk. Yeah, she could totally walk out there and be like, you know what? I'm not feeling so good. I'm taking a sick day. I just talked to Ned. It's all good. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And head home and nobody think anything of it.
Yeah.
Except home is here, and then her ass stays here.
Yeah. Period. not leaving again.
Mm-mm.
You're grounded. Have a seat.
Honey, you were grounded for 2 weeks. Okay, so at least until we get this Homeguard thing sorted out, because now I want to know who the fuck called you and what they actually know.
Yeah, if anything.
I still feel like the thing that we need to know is what happened to, like, who did all of this shit, and like how do we affect that? How do we bridge the gap between us and them, if we need to?
Yeah.
Knowing who would go a long way to telling us if we need to or not. You know, it just occurred to me, having just done what we just did, we don't know that that phone call came from Jennifer's phone.
No.
What we have is a caller ID that had her name on it.
Right.
And if the technocracy can completely replace one set of footage with a completely different story and another set of footage, spoofing would be absolutely child's play for them.
Right. But like, for why though? Are they this pissed off that we fucked up their little video game or whatever? Like,
Sorry.
Was that Frosty?
No, that was me laughing because
Or was that Tim? That
the
was
video
Tim.
game. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so I don't... You know, if they were that pissed off about us collecting Jolie back from them, he has not exactly been cautious.
right, they could have just taken him again.
I don't think that's the motive. It wouldn't make sense.
No.
As easily accessible as he has been.
He hasn't really been cautious at all.
No.
Well, even I know who Jolie Jones is. Although, I mean, I did like his channel. Of course.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean,
I know the
it's
internet.
I would hope so.
Well, as you plan your next step and ponder the mysteries, we will close this evening off. You've had a productive day.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you may have saved a friend with style.
There were a lot of eye rolls in that.
A lot of good moving parts.
Seriously cannot believe that worked as well as it did.
really,
Like, gee whiz.
really did.
I was like,
I was sweating my rolls based on how I started the night rolling.
Right.
But
Yeah,
I
that
think
was some
that's
clutch play.
I think
Yeah,
that is a
yes.
solid place to end for the evening, and gives definitely a few different ideas that you can ponder over the week.
man, I really want to find whoever is behind all of this nonsense and just beat them in the head with a mace. Because for what? What was the reason? You could have just had Taco Bell, bro. That's all you had to do. Go get a quesarito and chill, homie.
I want a
man.
quesarito now. Literally, I've only had a donut and
Ooh,
I don't
you
know
need
if
to eat.
I think I had 3 donuts today, and that's about it. And that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's food
a
time.
bag of
it
chips.
is
A
food-
small little
it
bag
is-
of chips.
It is
No,
food time
it's
for
food
10.
time. Because I'm definitely about to go cook. That little sandwich I had, oh no, that wasn't a moosh.
There we go.
No, I'm fixing to go grub. That's what I'm going to go do.
Okay. Well, with that in mind, I think we're all going to go eat. But thank you for hanging out with me. We'll see you next week. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Pasta.
All right. Bye-bye.